A pleasure to meet all at last. And for today's piece of HGN Season 4, I got a pretty unique request that somebody had sent off to me a little while ago, known as Enneagrams, for number 2650. So for this instance, this is probably going to be one worth talking about on the channel. One that I feel like could have been spoken of earlier, but let's be real here. We're going to spend several minutes talking about something that correlates with personality. The Enneagram of personality, or just simply put, Enneagrams as the title will suggest in this video, actually refers to 9 different personalities. Essentially, the Enneagram personality test, as most would put it, is in fact a test that is more so correlated to one's personality, to understand how one is from the inside out. There of course are 9 different personalities according to the Enneagram personality model itself. You have number 1, which is perfectionist, number 2, which is giver, number 3, which is achiever, number 4, which is individualist, number 5 is investigator, 6 is skeptic, 7 is enthusiast, and 8 is for the challengers. So, with all of these different things put together here, with the addition of the 9th Enneagram, known as Peacemaker, you have yourself a model that might as well be comparable to that of other models that correlate to different parts of life as well. I probably could talk a bit about the chakra structure, which of course refers to 7 different chakras, commonly known pieces of meditation. They are specific points in which that your body opens themselves up to the immense healing nature of meditation. But I suppose that's something for a different topic. Anyways though, with Enneagrams and all the personalities that are put together here, core fears, desires, motivations, all essentially lead up to what could be either a giver, a perfectionist, enthusiast, challenger, investigator, individualist, achiever, peacemaker, and skeptic. So, a lot of things are put together in this unique piece. And while the shape, of course, does sort of give off Star of David vibes to it, it is certainly known that with the unique shape that's put out there, along with the 9 categories of personality that are pieced together in the Enneagram test itself, it's quite imperative that this gram does do a lot in order to reveal one's inner self, in order to bring them out to the light, so that way we have knowledge on what they are like. Everybody, as we know, is their own individual self. They might have a certain connection to something, they might have a certain desire for something, they might have a little too much in life, or maybe less in life than the other. Somebody might have a lot of family, or they might not have much family at all. They might have their own children, or are basically single and without their own sort of company. In that case, some people could have pets, while others might be allergic or just simply unable to afford them. Everybody, as we know, is their own individual self and is therefore a bit tough to compare people to each other while simply giving out the perfect match for every possible category. You have your personality, which is composed of various things in life. And we've even heard a lot of people tell us very specific things, like to enjoy life for what it is. And if I could quote something from Dragon Ball Z that's especially stuck with me for a long time, it'd be Master Roshi's old speech about how the way of Turtle School works. To eat, sleep, play, train, and learn. And that's the way of Turtle School. To enjoy life, to train hard, but to relax every now and then, and admire the many things, people, food, nature, all around you. In that specific sense, we do have ourselves an entirely different conundrum to work with here. But how does it connect to Enneagrams? Well, the thing is that with everybody who has gotten their own specific wording done from a certain someone or from someone they know very well, it could be anybody really. It could be your parents. It could be a cop in the area. It could be your teachers. It could be your best friend, it could be your cousin, it could probably be your own pet, as they have been known to sometimes do the impossible that most people would think would never happen. I suppose that one other major connection to Enneagrams and how it correlates to our daily lives is the fact that when measuring one's personality, out of the 9 specific grams that are available in that model, we have ourselves something worth tackling. How exactly would I be measured in all things? Well, here's the thing. I don't really desire nothing. I don't really have anything to worry about. I don't really have much to gain, but in that sense, I don't really have much to lose. There is also only so much in life in which that I will bravely accept. The thing is, to put me into a specific personality would mean having to bring in probably the biggest experts in history. But even that would just be the tip of the proverbial iceberg as to how to measure me as a whole. So in layman's terms, I'm different than anybody else. I do a lot of things that are in fact beyond the unusual. And I feel like that in that sense, anybody who has ever wanted to get to know me, whether it's by personal standpoints or it's for something else entirely, it's probably best to talk to someone else. As I myself am not exactly like anybody you've ever seen before. Anybody you've ever talked to, eaten with at a restaurant, or took a nice big test in school. I've done so much more than the average person could probably ever do. I've seen tech, skill sets, and had experiences in fields in which that most wouldn't dare to travel through. Most would probably not even try their hands at these sort of things. It doesn't matter how dangerous the job is or how explicit it might get. Whatever I get paid to do, I just simply do it. I don't question things. I don't become concerned over what goes on. I have no repercussions for such actions. But the biggest detail of all is that there is no conviction. And that pretty much wraps things up here. So, as I've said before, a good amount of time has been put together into making an episode like this, and I'm more than glad to actually have it done. So, I could probably move on with other things in life, including more HJN subjects, which, for the record, I'll have another one up for tomorrow. So make sure to like, subscribe, comment, follow me wherever you can find me, and stay on the Hollywood side for more.